Chelsea are the most embarrassing team of 2023. These are not my words, but actually the big, bold statement of Goal News on their Twitter page. I don't know if Chelsea is the most embarrassing team of 2023. What I know personally is that yesterday we probably assisted to the most embarrassing moment of football history. One of the most embarrassing one in the Turkish league, where the president of a Turkish team, after the 97th minute, he entered the field and gave a punch to the referee. Not only him, but then we saw some staff members kicking the referee on the ground. These moments are absolutely unacceptable in football. These moments has to be banned. We can't see them. They are absolutely unacceptable. Something that yesterday I would have loved to never being able to watch. Anyway, I prefer by miles the things that we saw yesterday. Fantastic moments in France, where we have a little team that is playing in Regional 1. Regional 1 that is a bit comparable to the 6th division, that yesterday US Revel was watching in front of their television, which would be the next team that they will face in Coupe de France in the round of 32. And when they discovered that they will face Paris Saint-Germain, they went incredibly crazy. They jumped from their seat, and they know it, and they will accept and welcome Paris Saint-Germain in their little stadium. Only 2,000 seats. It will be epic. It will be crazy. They know they will lose, but they don't care. They are so happy, and these are the moments that we want to see more and more in football, because football is passion. Football is joy. My name is Giuseppe, and together we will cover football. Together we will cover Champions League, because Champions League is back this evening. And of course, match day 6 is a decisive one. What are the games that will be played today? Well, we have Lens, the French team that is playing against Sevilla, PSV from the Eredivisie against Arsenal, United Bayern, Copenhagen, Galatasaray, Napoli, Braga, Union Berlin against Real Madrid, Inter, Real Sociedad, and then the last game of today, Salzburg again, Benfica. Of course, all our eyes are going towards Manchester United, the big game of today, with Daily Express Sport saying, "Show me you care." Exactly the same title as Mirror Sport, "Show me you care." This is what Ten Hag wants from his team, but also all the United fans are asking to their team. They have to show that they care, because at the moment the ranking is absolutely not beautiful. Manchester United is out of everything. They are 4th. They are the last one in Group A. Do they have the possibility? Yes. If they win, if they do what actually Star Sport is saying, 110%, more than 100%, that's what they have to show on the field today. Of course, they will have to be waiting for the result between Copenhagen and Galatasaray, because if Copenhagen or Galatasaray is winning, they have a big problem. They will not be in Champions League, but maybe potentially if they win Europa League, which would already be a miracle for the disaster start of United in Champions League. And they can't be distracted by all the off-the-field rumors, otherwise they will not be able to give 110%. I don't know if Van de Beek will be called up. I don't know if he will play, but Van de Beek, there are some interest from other clubs, from Eintracht Frankfurt that did really well. They were just able to beat 5-1 Bayern Munich, but also Girona, the one that is the leader in La Liga. They have their eyes on a fantastic player. I can tell you, a fantastic player. I remember the Van de Beek of Ajax Amsterdam, a fantastic midfielder that couldn't find continuity and never was able to show his potential with the Reds. Well, he is listening to the external voices. Hopefully for him and for his team, not today, otherwise Manchester United can go towards big problems. Not only Manchester against Bayern Munich, but also other interesting game and decisive game. For example, the one between Lens and Sevilla. A beautiful, fantastic start of Lens in the beginning of that Champions League. Then they lost themselves a bit. And looks like L'Equipe is saying, faire le point, doing the point, looks like they're already giving up on a possible qualification to the next round. They want to do the point, faire le point, because that will give them the possibility to play Europa League. That's their big target for Lens and their striker Wahi, that is replacing Openda. We have the ranking there where they are 3rd, Sevilla is 4th, and Arsenal PSV will be another beautiful game, with Arsenal that needs to revenge the last result of Premier League where they lost. They want to go back to victory. Marca is speaking about another group, the group of Real Madrid. Bellingham es un extraterrestre. Bellingham is a Martian. El Madrid busca en Berlín el pleno de victoria. areas. Madrid is looking in Berlin against Union Berlin, the full victory, 6-6, with who will, well, with their Martian, who is Bellingham that is doing fantastically well, not only in La Liga, but also in Champions League. Already 4 goals and 2 assists. He was able to score against Union Berlin already. Will he do it again this evening? We will see it. With who? With the standard team? Maybe not, because Ancelotti is thinking possibly to maybe do some rotations. And as we see in AS Rumbo al Futuro, they're thinking about the future with a lot of young players, a lot of people from the young team of Real Madrid that are joining the first team for a really beautiful experience. 5 canteranos, 5 players from the Cantera are going with them, with Madrid, to look for the opportunity to have some minutes in their legs. Nico Paz, Gonzalo, etc., players that we know. We as chief of football, we the scouts, the one that loves these young talents, we will look at them and we'll try to understand who will be the next jewel of football for the next coming 10, 15, 20 years. On the other side, the Portuguese paper O Jogo is speaking about 2 clubs, Braga and Benfica. Ultima chamada. What does that mean? The last call for them. Why? Because if Braga played in the Maradona Stadium against Napoli, will try to find a way to qualify, beating Napoli with more than 2 goals of difference. Well, on the other side, Benfica is trying to go to Europa League. Ultima chamada, the last call, with Artur Jorge, the coach of Braga, that is saying, temos de acreditar, we need to believe, é de tudo ou nada. It's all or nothing. That is remembering, of course, the All or Nothing series on Prime Amazon, but today it's not a fiction, it's reality. They will play against Napoli with Victor Osimhen, the guy that yesterday went to receive his Ballon d'Or from Best African Player of 2023. Well, if you go back in time, in 2015, he was able to win the Young Player of the Year when he was of Africa. 8 years later, he's able to do it, to be crowned as the best African player, totally deserved. He's coming back. He's already now in Italy, came back with a plane, and from the Italian media, we are able to hear, and we know that he was doing even exercises on the plane. Will it be enough for him and Napoli to beat Braga? We'll discover it, of course, this evening. Gazzetta dello Sport is not speaking that much about Champions League, but first about the third comeback of Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Ibra, Missione Milan. He has a mission, because it's his third comeback, not as a player anymore, but as a senior advisor. Il consigliere. He will give some advices how Milan should do. Maybe tomorrow, because tomorrow Milan is playing in Champions League, a miracle. Otherwise, it's over. Over and out of every single European competition for the season 23-24. In the meanwhile, today, Inter is playing and they will try to go for the first spot in Champions League in their group, to make sure that they have an easier journey, and who knows, maybe going back to the final of Champions League and this time trying to win it, forgetting about that final against Manchester City. We can't do a European football video without speaking about the news that will probably make all the Italian, especially the Juventini, but I'm sure also the other football fans really sad. Today, Giorgio Chiellini will publicly announce that he's leaving football. It is over after his fantastic, beautiful career at Juventus, winning 10 times the title, the Scudetto. He played 561 games, 36 goals, 19, if not 20, titles with Juventus. He went to LA, not just to be there enjoying life, but also to continue to win and doing beautiful games. He also there, he won some titles. He's saying goodbye. What is the future of Giorgio? That is an example for all the defenders of the world, and I would want to say also for all the football lovers of the world. Well, not a coach. He said, I don't want to become a coach, but entering in management. Will Juve be his future destination this time as a manager? Let's see it. Only the next few months will tell us. I hope you enjoyed that little short recap video. Maximum of like, and if you didn't yet, please share the channel, share this video with all your football friends, family, whoever you know that is loving football. Thank you. We see each other soon, and together we covered football.